Martin Brundle has claimed Charles Leclerc is holding Ferrari back. Martin Brundle has said Charles Leclerc is currently holding Ferrari back after a disappointing weekend in Miami. The Monegasque finished 7th in the first of 3 United States-based races this F1 season after crashing in qualifying when he appeared to have the pace for pole position. Leclerc also crashed at the same corner in practice, going head-on into the barriers to wreck his front right suspension in the second session. His qualifying crash at turn 7 then forced him to swap back to an old gearbox after having only just fitted a new gearbox for Miami, and Sky Sports F1 expert Brundle insists for the prancing horse to arrest their issues. Leclerc simply has to stop putting his car into the barriers. Writing in his latest column, the former driver penned, "Ferrari are struggling for race pace and a distant 5th and 7th was a poor result for them. Leclerc must stop crashing his car, it's holding him and the team back. There are always knock-on effects during a race weekend from those incidents, and he needed a new aero underfloor after the qualifying crash which may have contributed to the bouncing and issues he reported in the race. He is unbelievably fast and committed, and he can afford to trade a fraction of that to build a better race weekend, and so a better season. He must lead the team to higher things and not keep the repair shop so busy." The incident comes just 2 months after Leclerc, per Italian outlet Gazzetta dello Sport, wrote to Ferrari bosses to request a meeting with Chief Executive John Elkann. Leclerc was said to be most displeased with the car's pace after the Bahrain Grand Prix, in which he retired due to a power unit failure. It was further claimed that Leclerc considers it unacceptable that Ferrari are so far behind Red Bull. After his P7 in Miami, added to DNFs in Bahrain and Australia, the 25-year-old has only amassed 34 points, which leaves 85 adrift of championship leader Max Verstappen after a mere 5 races. Leclerc has claimed his pair of crashes in Miami came from taking too much risk with his setup, and the 5-time race winner insists the Scuderia have much work to do back at the factory. He said, "It's a very similar picture to the beginning of the year. We are competitive in qualifying, but once we come to race day we are struggling like crazy. The window of our car is so narrow, and whenever you get a little bit out of the window, it has huge consequences on the balance. It's from one corner to the other, and even in one corner sometimes you can have huge understeer, which then goes to huge oversteer, and this is obviously not ideal to have confidence in the car. Plus I had a lot of bottoming for some reason which I don't have an explanation for yet. We'll have to check the car. It's just the consistency that we are lacking at the moment, and we'll try and work on that. We have a lot of work to do. We need to find something now because we've been struggling in the races for a little bit of time now. So, we need to come up with solutions."